Welcome back to Liberty Farms and the Neo Wilson Railway. We went to a train show yesterday and we brought the H.K. Porter steam locomotive down there. It seemed to be a hit. I apologize, we did not get any footage of the show. We were extremely busy showing the engine. They had a train show, a model train show. We brought Logan with us and we ended up getting him 2 HO models when we were down there. Logan is filming for us right now.
Hello.
So today, we have to get our steam locomotive off of the trailer. So we're gonna take you along for the ride, show you how we do it. So first thing we're gonna do, pull down by the pond, and we are going to fire this locomotive up because we're gonna drive it right off the trailer. So let's get the truck started, pull down by the pond, and we'll get a fire going in this locomotive. So we're down by the pond. We stopped here because we have all of our wood to fire, and we got to climb up and down off of the trailer to fire the locomotive. So we dropped the rear suspension here on the Kenworth, which that's why the mud flaps are dragging on the ground. And then we're going to do the same thing for the trailer. We come over here and we just push this button in. Oh, pull it out. Now the trailer is dropping down. Makes it a lot more stable, and it's easier for getting on and off of the trailer because now we can climb up there easier, and it's lower to hand wood up and everything else. So now we're going to get some wood and let's start a fire in the locomotive. Well, we got Logan cleaning the grates right now because yesterday at the show we actually had a fire in it, so we had some smoke coming out the stack. We got our kindling for our kindling, and as soon as you got the grates cleaned, we'll get that in there. And then we will grab some of our firewood right here by the pond and we'll get our fire started. Got all the paper in, all of our kindling. Looks like she's taking off real nice. We got the draft open over here. That's this lever, all your notches for the draft there on the side. So the fire is cranking. We have water in our water glass. It's down towards the bottom. You probably can't see it, but there's water in the glass. This one over here, you can see it. So the water's good.
I got a fire going.
Now we gotta get some hardwood in on top of that and get that burning. And then we just play the waiting game. And while we are waiting, we'll probably go take Buzz for a few hot laps. Probably move all of these freight cars over here so we can get the steam engine down onto the railroad grade. Because if we're going to fire it, it's hot out today, but if we're going to spend the time firing this locomotive, we're going to run her around the loop a few times. So this is kind of what I call an ugly fire. You know, a lot of people in their wood stove, they lay their logs and they're all nice and neat. Well, it covers the grates and it doesn't leave them any air gaps. So I crisscross them. I put one this way, I put one this way, I put one this way. So there's a lot of air gaps and the flames can come up through the fire. That's how I fire with wood anyway. We got some smoke rolling out of her. So now that we got a bunch of hardwood in there, we play the waiting game for that to catch and start burning and make some nice coals. So I'm kind of thinking we're going to go hop on Buzz and take a few hot laps with Buzz. Not very often you see a steam locomotive being fired on a trailer. That's pretty cool. I know I'm a little partial, but that is just a pretty sight right there. And Logan's waiting over here to go for a ride on Buzz. Backwards around the railroad. So while we are waiting for steam pressure, we took the straps off the tender. We got this one here. Logan is getting ready to wind up, and we'll get everything organized. We'll leave the chains on until we get down into the pit. But while we are doing all this other stuff, we got our first signs of life right here. We got some water dripping out of the petcocks. So first sign of life.
For sure.
Yeah, she's starting to talk to us here a little bit. So it won't be long now. We'll be building some pressure on the gauge.
We already are.
We already are. Oh, look at
We
there.
have almost 5.
I haven't been up there.
5 by now.
So Logan said we has 5 pounds of pressure, so it won't be long now. We get her up to about 80 pounds here by the wood pile. Then we'll back her down in the pit and wait till she's over 100 pounds before we roll her off the trailer. We got almost 30 pounds of pressure. So now we're going to turn the blower on. We just filled the firebox and turn on real slow there, Logan. Oh yeah, that's plenty. Oh, you can hear the fire roaring. We don't have to worry about heating the boiler too fast today because she was pretty hot this morning yet. We had a easy fire in it yesterday at the show just to make some smoke. That was pretty cool actually. Everybody was wondering what was going on. So it raised some eyebrows, so that was neat. I'm gonna blow her a little bit. Put a bunch of fresh wood in there so that smoke will clean up here nice. Oh yeah, we're drafting. I can hear it roaring.
Upwards of 30 pounds.
We're gaining on her. Another 50 and we'll move her down into the pit. Well, we got 50 pounds of pressure or so. We put all kinds of wood up here. So this is almost ready to be moved into the pit. So while we are waiting to put this into the pit, I don't want to move it too soon, make sure we got enough wood. We're gonna go move all the cars off the line so we can back the engine down. So I think the plan is to run the train next weekend here, just for fun. I'm checking our injectors, making sure they're all working. I haven't run our injectors yet this year. We got water coming out?
No. Now you do. On and off.
Sounds like that one's working. Both injectors are working. Half a glass of water. We got good fire. We got 85 pounds. Let's get it in the pit so we can get it off the trailer. So when we first sat here, we let all the air out of the truck and trailer to lower everything down so it was easier to get on. So now we're airing it up. You can see the mud flaps are coming off the ground down there. So the truck is airing up now, and now we gotta go air up the trailer. It's easy as that. Now the trailer will come back up and we can get this thing down into the pit. Might take a minute because the air tanks are low, so it's gotta build air.
It's going to head forward. It's going to back into the pit. We don't have enough gravel in there yet, so it's going to do the best job he can to get it in there. Hopefully it'll be good. He's a good driver, so I have no doubt that it will happen.
And wouldn't you know it, as soon as she said that, I slid off the side of the gravel. I got a little too close to the edge and the gravel gave out because it wasn't wide enough.
He just kind of hit that gravel and it kind of took his tire, and he actually can't see how close he is to the gate, so he's hoping to just drive over it. It's getting close. Nice. He's backing up. It worked. Yay.
Now it's even a little more difficult. I got to keep the truck and trailer between the two trenches that I just dug. Nothing like a good challenge.
I think he's got it now. We're going to have to fill in that hole. Good driving. Really good driving.
Well, this is why we're struggling here a little bit. I ran out of gravel. These little piles are what I had left. That still has to be spread out and tapered off there a little bit. and the gravel is going to come out to the end of that last railroad tie there. So we're about 4 feet short on gravel along that edge. Or if you look up by the semi, you can see where we went in. Got to put gravel all the way over to the gate and over on that edge. There'll be a few more feet of gravel there. So we'll get her in there, and it'll be clear sailing the next time we do this.
I'll tell you, I'd pick my husband to be my semi-truck driver any day. That should have been a stock. That was really cool. Very, very good driving. Okay, we got it. We're backed into the pit. It's not as easy as it looks. Got to get straight with those tracks, and so the train goes right off of here. Now we're gonna unstrap. Hopefully you have enough steam to get off and running, which I'm sure we do.
We got 105.
That's what Logan says.
105.
Well, now that we have 715 off the trailer, we're going to back it around. We're going to hook it to the green passenger car, and then we're going to push all the other rolling stock up on the siding, and we're going to leave this out for the week because the 4th of July is coming up, and maybe on the 5th we're going to run the locomotive and maybe have some friends out. So we're going to get it all set up for then. So let's do some switching. Hop on in if you want to go for a ride.
He meant 17:15.
What did I say?
7:15. I caught it this time. 17:15. It's been a long couple days.
You gonna hop in and go for a ride?
And here we come up to the passenger car to look up.
Pull the other pin. Oh, let's see. We're gonna leave this on the main line, so we gotta pull everything up far enough. I gotta pull it up some.
Really got to think when you're switching this stuff around how it's all going to work. Here they go. Plymouth and Buzz are going to go on the side track for now.
Getting hot out here, time for a water break, and then we'll shove the freight cars up on the siding. Cool, we worked on that last year. We had a hard time getting it to start. Been sitting all winter. And she took right off. That's pretty awesome. And the light's even working. We gotta get a brighter bulb in there, but at least we know we got power.
Wow. Cool beans.
Well, let's get this Plymouth and cars out of the way so we can run the engine.
Hey, Paul. Oh. I'm gonna throw another piece of wood in.
Yeah, it's probably putting on in a while, it's burning out.
Yeah.
Gotta put the brakes back on. Logan's headed to the other ones.
Well, here it is, July 2025. First time HK Porter 1715 has the main. Kind of exciting. We're gonna do a little event here for friends next weekend. So we're gonna put Logan behind the throttle, see if he remembers how to run it from last year. We'll give him the honors of the first loop around the Neil Wilson Railway. Let's hop in it, take her for a ride.
Paul actually fibbed again. It's June 29th today.
Is it?
Yes. 2025. But you can tell Paul's had a long couple of days. He's usually Right on. I had to check on my phone. I'm thinking it's July already.
June, July, I don't know. They both start with a J. By the time you guys see this, it'll be July. All right. Hang on. Fireman's got to make sure we're ready. We got wood. Good enough for now. We got steam, pressure, and we can do some water. We got plenty of water, half a glass. I'm gonna make sure they work. Highball! Don't touch the boiler, it's hot. I burnt myself twice today. It's gonna be a new rule, long sleeve shirts and gloves. That cock's open?
Both of them had gloves. Neither of them have long sleeve shirts today, or they'd be really cooking.